Hi everybody, welcome to Squishy Reads. I'm Sydney and today I'm finally going to be talking about my April 2020 TBR. So this is getting posted a little bit late. I'm still playing catch up after everything that's gone on. Wow, I had something in my contact. Awesome. But I'm still playing catch up after everything that's happened. And hopefully after today and everything that I'm filming today, I'll be caught up and able to start April a lot better foot. Words are hard. So I'm going to be looking over here like normal because I have like my notes on my laptop. Promise I'm not sick. I just have really bad allergies. So for my April 2020, I have several readathons. I have the O.W.L.s Readathon, which is hosted throughout all of April. I have the Stay-at-Home Reading Rush, which is the 16th through the 19th, and Dewey's 24-hour Readathon, which is on the 29th. I will not be talking about those TBRs today. Those TBRs will have their own video. And I actually believe I'm posting the O.W.L.s Readathon TBR the same day that I'm posting this. So, yay! So the first selection... Hold on one second, because I'm classy like that. Okay. Hydration. Fun fact, that actually has a lot of crystal light in it. So, the first selection is going to be for Melt and the Ennies Dragons and Tea Book Club, and it is actually an ebook, which I'll try to remember to put on the screen. I probably won't, but... It is Always Human by Ari North. It is a buddy readathon for the Dragons and Tea Book Club, and it is a manga. Words. It is a manga, and supposedly it's just a very queer, fun manga. Hopefully. It doesn't actually release until June, but if you're on the Dragons and Tea Book Club on Goodreads, she does have a link to read the entire manga for free ahead of time, which is awesome! And like I said, that is from April 6th until April 10th. So as of me posting this on the 4th, you can still join in, which is awesome. I'll leave a link down below for this book club. And then for the second book club that I'm participating in this month is Books and Lala's Literally Dead Book Club. And their selection is You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. What is really awesome is I already own this book. So I've been trying to participate in it, but either my library hasn't had the book or it's had a really long wait. And then Lala from Books and Lala, Kayla posted this on her Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, this is the pick for the Literally Dead Book Club. It's like, oh, I know where that's out of my bookshelf. I actually already own a book thanks to Book of the Month Club. Yes. But this is, I believe, a thriller. And I'm excited because I got this to begin with, and there's my cat. Okay, we're going to say hi to Twyla. Hi. And now we're going to say bye to Twyla. Bye. She's going to come back. It's going to be annoying. And there she is. So, yeah, it's the April pick. I just have to read it at some point in April. The live show for this, I believe, should actually be at the first part of May. And I will leave a link down below for the information about this. And then, unfortunately, very anticlimactically, the other 3 books on my list are all repeats from March. I always accomplish my goals. Not really. So, the first one is Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. It is a Jane Eyre meets serial killer. Which is really awesome. I picked this, I think, for my backlist readathon for a strong female character. It's either backlist readathon or spring into readathon. Backlist. It was backlist. But for my strong female character, because a serial killer has to be strong. And I do really want to read this, so I'm hoping that by putting it on my April TBR, I will read this, and not like one of my new Book of the Month Club books that's coming in soon. Priorities. And then we have Pets by, I pronounced this very poorly last time, I'm going to do it again, Akwaki Emezi. which, as I mentioned before, this is a library book. You notice I still have it. That is because with all the nonsense that's currently going on, the my local library system shut down a while back. So I have a lot of library books here that I'm probably not going to have to return until, I'm guessing, June. So they're long-term library books. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, Pet is about, what did it say? The problem is when you think you've been without monsters for so long, sometimes you forget what they look like, what they sound like, no matter how much remembering your education urges you to do. It's not the same when the monsters are gone. You're only remembering shadows of them, stories that seem to be limited to pages or screens you read them from. Wow. Flat and dull things. So yes, people forget, but forgetting is dangerous. Forgetting is how monsters come back. So I believe this is allegorical. I'm not for certain. If I had to guess just from reading and the front cover, this is probably in the book. They're probably monsters that used to roam the earth, I'm guessing, or wherever she's at. They're probably monsters that used to exist, and then mankind got rid of the monsters, and then they stopped learning about them, and all of a sudden the monsters came back and they didn't know what to do. Now, if I had to guess what this is actually about, this is probably about slavery, if I had to guess. It's probably about slavery. It's probably a lot about race. Maybe basically anything racially oriented. One of my favorite sentences is, I can't remember who said this, but if you know, please comment down below who said this. But it is, those who are not aware of the past are doomed to repeat it, or those who do not know of the past are doomed to repeat it. It's about the importance of teaching things like the slave trade, the Holocaust, anything, the Trail of Tears, anything bad in history that's ever happened, just anything bad, against people, the environment, animals, anything that was bad, and we acknowledge that it is bad. It's why we teach it in schools. We teach it in schools, and we teach, like, this is bad, this is what happened, this needs to not happen again. And that's what I believe this is about. I believe it's like schools that have stopped teaching the Holocaust, schools that have stopped teaching about the Trail of Tears. And you're not instilling in these kids that this is bad. These things happened and they're bad. And then these kids grow up and they don't have those values instilled in them, and sometimes they'll try to replicate it, which is a lot of what we're seeing nowadays with some strong racism, that kids no longer are being taught in school that these things are bad. Like, at some point it just stopped recently, which is horrible. But the teaching in school has now become, we don't want to have something that could be polarizing. No, you want to have the polarizing things because you want to start that conversation. And I believe that's what this is about. I'm hoping that's what it is about. If that's what it's about, it's awesome. And also, if you guys have never read a picture book called Terrible Things, I don't remember who wrote it. Feel free to leave down the comments below if you do. But it's a picture book called Terrible Things, and it's a black and white picture book that has bunnies on the cover. And it is, I believe I talked about it in my last video, but it's a lot like it's a book about the Holocaust. It's a book about the Holocaust. And it's like, I believe this is the older version for that. Still young adult, but I believe this is the young adult version of Terrible Things. At least I hope so. And then we're finishing it off with Little Girls by, I failed to pronounce this last time too, Nicholas Aflahi and Sarah Delane. Which, the blurb on the back says, something hunts people on the outskirts of town. Sam and Lilat are two new friends living in Ethiopia who are dealing with the kind of problems that all kids have. Judgmental social cliques, condescending adults, alienation, and legendary brain-eating monsters of folklore. Sure, it's not going to be easy, but all they have to do is live through it. So, it has some disturbing imagery. Kind of excited. Still a library book. I believe, yeah, this is a YA library book, so I'm excited. And I should definitely get to this one, because I think this is going to be a really short read, because there's not a lot of text, there's just a lot of pictures. So, yeah, I'm hoping that this month will be a lot better reading-wise. I am taking 2 classes through college for free through my union. I'm also educating myself on different softwares and just like things in my industry and different automation stuff. And I'm also taking free classes that are currently being offered in my industry. But even with all of that, and Animal Crossing, I'm hoping that I can read a lot more and be a lot more organized in my reading. So yeah, I've got 5 books. You're only seeing 4 because one of them is an ebook. But I have 5 books. All together, I have a really ambitious TBR. I think it's probably going to be close to 20 books this month, whenever you factor in all the readathons. So here's to hoping that all happens. It's the 4th. I should get started soon. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started and also finish filming another couple of things. But yeah, I will see you guys soon, hopefully with better updates. Bye!